Most people, when they're describing this is where the magic happens, maybe they're talking about the kitchen, maybe the bedroom. Well, not in my home.
Gonna give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own.
Hey, welcome to the Extreme Channel. We are doing another mini tour. So this is another video. It's a subset of this larger video right here where we look at all the collectibles that I own. Today we're looking at the room I actually do my filming in. I call it my Alien vs. Predator room because there's aliens and predators in here. So as promised, we're gonna do a deeper dive into every piece in this room. It includes statues and comics of aliens and predators and music memorabilia. A few reminders, these are Maji cases. You can check out this video right here about Maji cases to display collectibles and other statues in. Every single statue right here, I have a detailed review. Third, check out the link in the description. Fourth, I have many more coming in. You see some spots that are empty, some spots that aren't complete. We're gonna talk about that, but a lot to cover in here, so we're gonna dive in with the music memorabilia first. All of the autograph stuff I have is authenticated usually by Beckett, JSA, PSA. We're gonna start with The Greatest Showman, who I think is the one of the most amazing musicals. Wolverine signed that. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Hugh Jackman, that LP cover. Five Finger Death Punch, one of my favorite bands. They're from one of the places I live in. Halsey is my guilty pleasure. All of these people I've seen in concert. Avril Lavigne, another guilty pleasure, although I'm very guilty sharing that. Imagine Dragons. I bought that years ago, probably about 10 years ago. That's not a guilty pleasure. That shouldn't be up there. Amy Lee signed this Evanescence. Ed Sheeran signed that. We have Eminem signed that Curtain Call album. John Williams signed that Guitar Guard. John Williams is the greatest composer of all time. As you can see, everything from Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Home Alone, Superman, Star Wars. And this used to be a poker room, which I'm going to tell you why in a second. Luke Bryan signed that guitar. Pink signed this Pink guitar. Grease, signed by the late Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. That's a DVD cover. And then my pride and joy, probably one of my most expensive things in the collection, Michael Jackson did sign that guitar. So really quick run through because the music really doesn't set. And yes, I don't enjoy that I have most of them covered up. A lot of collectibles like myself, I don't want to call us hoarders because the rest of my house is very clean. But my statue collection definitely has opportunity to be displayed much, much better. So as we go through the statues, you'll see a lot of them have graded comics with them. So Alien vs. Predator is Dark Horse Comics. And while I'm not a huge fan of reading them in the comics, although I love the movies of Alien and Predator. I believe they're such amazing creatures. You're going to see a few Batman statues that are kind of moving their way out of the collection. So we're going to go over the covers, although in full transparency, I don't have a lot of information on these covers. I just bought them because I think they match some of the statues really, really well. So let's start with the statues. Disclaimer, most of these are 1/3 scale, 3 times smaller than a real life version. So this first diorama is by XM Studios. It's one of the few statues that I actually purchased twice. So I bought it, sold it, and rebought it. And price range on these, most of these are right around 2 Gs, give or take. It's kind of 2 statues in one. One of my favorites for sure. I have about 6 more of these coming in. Once they do, I'm going to do a top 10 list. Here we have Prime One Studios' Big Chap from the first Alien movie. This Jonesy cat is actually from this statue. Brighton Road Studios actually made 6 different versions of this. And half of those are something that's just came out, so they're making. XM Studio made this. It's called the Alien Hive, and I actually have 2 variations of this. What's really unique is the cool base. So it's the hive of the aliens with all the ovomorphs. That's what the eggs are called, and the face huggers along with the xenomorph. But this guy right here is the other version, which we'll talk about in a few moments. And then you have some Avengers, Marvel versus Alien slabs. So we have Venom, First Aliens. We have Miles Morales First Aliens back there, along with the Dark Horse comics up front. This is the alien dog from the third Alien movie. It's made by Prime One Studio. Prime One Studio is making a new version of this that I have on order. And again, a slab. This is a custom, means it's a private unlicensed commission of the Neomorph from Alien Covenant. Another custom Alien Warrior. As a reminder, I have detailed videos on all of these. Little chest burster there. And we're going to come back to this one because it's part of a diorama. Down below, another Alien Warrior. This is made by Prime One Studio, the license company. And I know there's glare from the acrylic on the display case. That really does a great job with dust. And I think there's a great matching slab there. So for closer pictures, you can not only subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification, but you can check out those detailed videos. Right here, we have the tusked alien. This is a really cool species. They were actually the pets, or the guard dogs of the predators in the comics. So see a little bit different face. Also made by Prime One Studio. This one is not 1/3 scale. It's non-scaled, so they're not specific how big it is. And we're going to stay on the bottom because we have some other non-scaled items. First, from an alien, I'm trying to remember the name of this is called the Prowler. It's made by Prime One Studio. It's from a video game that I've never played. I'm not a big gamer, but it was on clearance and I liked it. Another non-scaled piece. This is the Alien King, the rogue alien. This is actually an alien they manufactured to kill other aliens. And of course it went bad and started killing everything because that shit happens. There's actually an Alien Queen. Both of these are made by Prime One Studio to go with it, but I don't have it because I have a different Alien Queen. And then back there, this is an original creation. It's actually not part of the Xenomorph or Alien universe. It's called the Hunter. I just think it pairs well with these types of creatures. Then we're going to move back up. And I'm going to grab a chair because I'm lazy as hell. And another slab cover. Again, I think this just matches nicely. So this guy on this screen right here actually is a diorama with this warrior here. So they're meant to be displayed together, but from a space perspective, this guy's a little bit too tall for the display case, and you can display them separately, which works. Then you have this crane variant cover on this slab right here, and I think it works really well with this Alien Hive from XM Studio. So again, this is the same one as this brown one, except has a different portrait because they all have all these extra portrait displays. When you buy these high-end statues, they come with different display options for portraits, sometimes for arms. Then you have a Alien Romulus cover. I have this because I have an Alien Romulus statue from Prime One Studio on order. This is a custom stasis chamber with a NECA face hugger in there. I've owned for about 10 years, I think. Got it really cheap back in the day. So that concludes, nope, sorry, it doesn't. Next, we're going to go to Prime One Studio, Assassin Predator. What's really unique about this Predator is this Predator right here is 1/4 scale. This one is 1/3 scale, but they're the same size. That's because in the movie Predators, this guy was giant. He was probably 9-10 feet tall. And if you remember, he killed other predators, hence the head. And he had this awesome dog with him. So he's the only 1/4 scale Predator I have, and I just kept him. I tried to sell him actually, and no one wanted to buy him for the price. So I kept him because he scales well. He's not going to end up here. Those new alien pieces are eventually. So those new alien pieces are going to be there, and then they're going to flow with these alien pieces. We have a giant queen alien up here. I need to do something with the lighting. It's not the best. We have a bunch of eggs on the base. These are various eggs. This is a custom piece, again, a private and licensed commission. You can see it has a clear acrylic rod in there for stability, which I hate, but it's almost a necessity, but this piece is huge.
That's what she said.
Moving down from Prime One Studio in collaboration with Blitzway, you have a quarter scale Ripley, so it's the same size as the alien above it, but it's a different scale than almost everything we've been looking at. And then below, something you can barely see, I got some more eggs back there. Everything else we're going to look at is 1/3 scale, so 3 times smaller than a real life version, starting with a few other aliens from different universes. We have Cinemaquette, one of my favorite statues. E.T. Elite Creature Collectibles Cinemaquette made this E.T. statue. Again, you can check out the original video reviews on any of these. It's hard to tell in the video, but his heart is actually beating. Then you have Syl from Species. And there's a signed Natasha Henstridge slab. Crazy piece. And there's a portrait display that's not very good. The portrait isn't. Now let's move to the Predator. And as we do, some more slabs in the back. There's a Jungle Hunter Predator slab, one from the Predator 2 movie, a Queen What If slab. Now, I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker because this is kind of a work in progress, but you have the Jungle Hunter Predator from Prime One Studio, and I have at least 2 videos on him. City Hunter, same exact thing. Now, these guys have so many different display options. You can see tons of portraits back there. The arm display options are crazy. You have the Berserker Predator from Predators. And I have at least 3, if not 4 more of these coming. Down below, this is kind of work in progress. This is the XM Studios King Predator on Throne. This one is moving. It's just here temporarily, and the back of the throne is actually off to the side. I need to fix that cord too. That's bugging the hell out of me. Down here, some old Batman bases that I need to get rid of. Then over here is some Batman statues that have been up for sale that we are selling. I sell statues at the end of every month, so you can check that out by subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell notification. These are also 1/3 scale, and I believe Batman did fight Predator, but that's not how I want this to play out. And then you have this Joker right here from Queen Studio. So this is made by Queen Studio. Heath Ledger Joker. We have a custom Michael Keaton Batman and Prime One Studios Pattinson Batman. And then all of these Predators over here were Prime One Studio. So I'm trying to keep these videos shorter, but again, feel free to check out the original videos or subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Oh, one last thing. The Emperor Regal Robot Chair. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yes, we're still giving away $1,000 statues at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. You have to make sure you're subbed to the channel, you like the video, and then leave a comment. We're going to pick a random comment on a random video and give away those statues. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos and my social media. Talk to you soon. Take care.